Hi, I'm Paige Steers. I am giving you some insights right here from the ground floor at the ULI conference. I'm here with Greg O'Brien, and Greg was recently a panelist right here talking about global brokerage trends. And at this conference, we've heard a lot about pointing at European debt crises and what the impact that is on the industry. But Greg, let's talk about the Americas, because it isn't a non-collaborative world where one thing happens in a country and affects another. What is really happening to America's business today?
Well, the debt crisis isn't limited to Europe, and it's, obviously we downgraded our debt here in the U.S., and there are just a lot of challenges for our clients. And as they sit out and look at their portfolios, whether it's Europe, here, Asia, South America, they're looking at a lot of pressures on the cost side, and they're saying to us, how can you help me as we go forward? We are seeing a lot of European companies that are controlled by European companies that are here in the U.S. really focused on their portfolio, the domestic portfolio here in the U.S., trying to find savings there. Very expensive here in the U.S., so they're looking at that. We're seeing a lot of outsourcing from them on a strategic regional basis. We're also seeing a lot of our clients and prospects here in the United States, as we go in to talk to them about, we might go in to talk to them about a lease in a certain city or an integrated solution in a certain city, and all they want to talk about is Shanghai or London or other places. So being a global company, when there's a challenge around the world, it often brings our clients and our prospects closer to us because they have to solve those problems.
So speaking of solving problems, it sounds like the globe is very coupled in terms of an economic viewpoint, but how do the corporations that you're working and giving advice to, how are they really thinking about their expansion prospects? Is it all still about cost cutting, or are you seeing any kind of investment or forward-looking movement now?
Corporate balance sheets are, there's $4 trillion or something on the corporate balance sheet, so they're ready to do things. I think we're going to see more M&A, and we have over twice as much work right now in our strategic consulting team that's looking at kind of measuring twice, really looking at decisions and then helping people launch forward. It's M&A, it's consolidations. People are using this trough in many markets in the real estate industry and saying now might be the time for at least a portion of my portfolio, to lock in and find the best solution. So
that's really good news. So if they are moving forward, you talked a little bit about the data that they're looking at. Is it important to have all the data, or is it important to understand it?
Historically, go back a couple of decades, and whoever had the data on the buildings and availabilities, they really ruled the day. And now that information is it's ubiquitous. It's available from a lot of different sources. So we're not paid anymore to be the data providers. We do in certain cases. We're really the analysts and the people that are manipulating that data to really make it specifically match up with the problems and the needs of our clients. When we do that well, the clients can make better decisions, and that's exactly what they pay us to do.
Okay, well, we'll keep watching for those decisions, and hopefully the companies continue to make more of them when we see some more impacts in the industry. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Paige.